Hi YouTube. I'm coming to you to talk to you about no other person but Chris Brown. I am so sick and tired of him now. Of course, everyone knows. If you don't know, I'm going to inform you that Chris Brown allegedly took a chair and threw it upside a window at Good Morning America 2 days ago. Tuesday. Today is Thursday. This happened Tuesday morning when he went in for an interview. And he was upset because they was asking him questions about Rihanna. Now, I don't know if Chris Brown lived in this world or another world, thinking that he can go for the rest of his life and people not going to question him about the Rihanna situation. Even though it happened a couple of years ago, even though he did his community service and he's still on probation, but he's still in the industry. He's still trying to make records. He's still trying to, have a fan base. But people are not going to put that behind them and thinking that it is okay for him to just live his married life. They didn't do it for Michael Jackson. They didn't do it for my homeboy Michael Vick. And they didn't do it for a lot of other celebrities out there. So I don't know why Chris Brown think they're going to do it for him. Maybe because he's young, and don't get me wrong, I love me some Chris Brown. Well, excuse me, I used to love me some Chris Brown. I'm a lot older than him, but I used to think that was my young, sexy boo. But after this incident that happened the other morning, I am through with Chris Brown. I'm not going to buy the CD. Thank God that this situation happened on the day of his that his CD came out, because I would have been so mad if I would have went to the store and bought that CD and would have been playing that CD and then all of a sudden this happened. Now you can tell he was guilty. Okay, let me back up. Let me back up because I'm getting a little excited here. Okay, ones who don't know, Chris Brown had an interview with Good Morning America to promote his album, but prior to the interview, they send Chris Brown and his people like a little sample of what questions they're going to ask, and how the interview was going to go down and things like that. So Good Morning America is saying that they did put on that paper that they are going to question him about Rihanna, and his people came back and say that's cool. Chris Brown is saying that they did not put that on the paper, and he had no idea they was going to question him about Rihanna, and he just want to move on with his life. So when he got to the interview, she was asking him about I cannot think of her name. What is her name? Is it Robinson? She was asking him about the album, and then she started asking him about Rihanna. Like, how does she feel? Did she hear the music and blah 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 and this and that or whatever? And about the restraining order, it's kind of lifted a little bit because they both in the industry and they both got to attend, like, some of the same events or whatever. So Chris Brown, you can tell he was so rude, and he was like, well, I'm just trying to be about this album. I'm here to promote my album, blah 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 blah. And ones who don't know, Wendy Williams, she hit it right on the spot. She said that Chris Brown should have took that opportunity to respect and to control of the situation and control of the interview, and just said, you know what, I'm done, and I'm that part of my life is done, it's over with. I wish Rihanna well, and I want to move on with my life, and I'm here today to talk about the album. He should have just said that and left it alone. Which you can tell in his comments that he was so negative about and trying to be so smart ass about the situation. I'm just here to promote my album. I'm just here about my fans, and my fans want to see my album. Oh, that just pissed me off. Then after the interview, he got up and he performed, and you can tell he was pissed off even during the performance, because for the first about like minute or two, he had his head down. And you can tell he was trying to do some woo-side, but the woo-side wouldn't come out. He would just woo. And then he just tried to go into his routine. But homeboy have issues. I just told my son that he needs to either get into this hip-hop gangster rap where they have the image of being a bad boy, or he needs to be homeboy Bobby Brown Jr. #2. Shout out to Bobby Brown. Love your new song. Saw you on Winnie Williams too, and on The View. But anyways, he needs to, you know, stop trying to have this squeaky clean image, because after he did that interview, he went straight to his dressing room, huffing and puffing and cussing, and I read that he also stared down a producer because he was so pissed off because she asked him about Rihanna. Now, if he went to that dressing room huffing and puffing, screaming and hollering, and it was so loud to where they had to call security, oh, you know he broke that window. Oh, you know he did, because he was on 106 and Par yesterday, which was Wednesday. And he said everything he needed not to say. And what he should have said was, yes, I did break the damn window. Why is he trying to act like he didn't break that doggone window? Then he apologized because he let the anger get the best of him. Now, I know Good Morning America is forgiving Chris Brown. I know that they're going to move on. They invited him back. Of course they're going to invite him back because they want to ask him why in the hell he flipped the script on them. Acting crazy. Okay, so Chris Brown was on 106 and Par. And he said that he did not know they was going to ask him about Rihanna. And he's sorry, he's sorry, he's sorry, he's sorry. Any girls out there who've been with a sorry-ass man, you know that a man can't keep saying, you sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and think that that's going to be okay. So for that reason alone, I'm through with Chris Brown, because he don't have the maturity to step up to say, you know what, I was wrong, I did break that. But see, he's so trying to live this squeaky image clean lifestyle where he's not. He's a bad boy. Call it like I see it. He's a bad boy. Ain't nothing squeaky clean about him. Look at the tattoos on him. That's not squeaky clean. Look at his hair color now. That's not squeaky clean. Yes, he can sing. I give it to you. The boy is bad. Oh, and he can dance. I give him that too. I love his dance routine. But all that, I mean, you can't sing and dance all day long, but you have to be yourself 24/7. So Chris Brown being himself 24/7, this is what we seeing now. Then he tried to come out and act like after he did all this crap on Tuesday morning, then he out all in the public playing basketball and going out to dinner with his new girlfriend and lunch and all that other stuff, like everything is okay and this and that, you know, like ain't nobody gonna hold me down. I understand that. I have been there, done that, where people have talked about me, and of course we do have to move on. But one thing about it is this right here: I don't push nobody to understand who I am and whose I am and what I'm about. If you don't like me on how I am and how I represent myself, then you can keep moving. I'm not in the industry. He is. He's trying to gain our respect, our trust, us to be fans of him, young or old, it doesn't matter. So that's why I'm pissed off, because he's trying to come across this person as being a liar, you know, like he's just so squeaky clean, and he's not. And I'm pretty sure if they would have pressed charges, somebody else would have took the rap for that, because money, 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 money. He's making them money, and somebody else would have took the rap of them breaking that window. But I don't see nobody that was in that room so heated and upset to run out the doggone building with their shirt off but him. So who else would want to turn around and break a doggone window? Chris Brown, dumbass. Yes, I say he's a dumbass, and I'm not going to take that back. He's a dumbass, and I'm pissed off at him, and I'm gonna, you know, stay pissed off at him. You know, I might listen to his music on the radio. I might, you know, just get a little sneak peek. But as far as buying his album, going to, you know, download his music and all the other stuff, I won't be doing it no more. I won't be doing it no more. And don't be surprised if when it really gets hot outside, I have me a little bonfire outside to throw all his CDs in there and say, Chris Brown, this is where you need to go. You need to go to hell. Burn up in flames with that, because until he can be honest with himself and stop trying to represent that he's this one person and we starting to see who you really are, that's when he needs to wake up. Because other than that, he gonna keep running his head into the doggone wall. He gonna keep running his head into the doggone wall. And one day he gonna hurt somebody real bad. Real bad. And nobody gonna come to his rescue but people who want to make money off of them. You see what happened to my homeboy Michael Jackson. He ain't try to change and he ain't try to break his image for nobody. And they put that man in the ground when he was alive. They basically put him in the ground when he was alive. Because they dogged him out so bad. And they pressed so many charges against him. And he still came out on top. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. I love you, and that's my homeboy. But Chris Brown, you need to take heed to some of these guys out here who know how to humble themselves. Oh, and then, by the way, he got the nerves to go to his Twitter page and talking about how everybody think that Charlie Sheen is a hero, and they praising him, but they keep trying to hold me down, this and that, whatever. They got some Charlie Sheen haters too, but Charlie Sheen know how to make his crazy seems funny, and everybody's benefiting off that. Charlie Sheen benefiting off that. He ain't lying. He said he's a drug addict. He said he's an alcoholic. He said he loved the hoes, the porn stars. You know, he said he messed up in his marriages. He admitted to who he is. Chris Brown, you not doing that. So take advice from fans who are older and wiser, especially my girl, how you dancing, Wendy Williams, because she said it best the other morning that he should have took control of that interview when homegirl was asking him questions and you know, about Rihanna. And even if he did or did not know, that's not even the problem, because if he would have came out on top and took control of that interview and then went to his Twitter page, people would be on your side. But since he came out like an ass, that's why people not on his side. And they supposed to be boycotting, the fans supposed to be boycotting Dancing with the Stars, because he was supposed to perform next week, I think Tuesday. So I'm going to be watching my girl Wendy Williams to see, because she getting all the lowdown since she on there. And I want to see, you know, what's going to happen with that. But I just wanted to come and share my opinion about this Chris Brown, breezy team, fan. He love his fans and da 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 da. Shut the hell up, Chris Brown. You need to he need to go and talk to Bobby Brown. He really do, because Bobby Brown was on top of his game. Bad boy, even though he went through the drugs and alcohol and all that. But pretty soon, if Chris Brown don't take a hold of what's going on, he can go down that path too, because so much is going to build up on him that he going to want to have another outlet. I pray to God that it don't, because I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But he needs to take, you know, get advice from the pros who went through, you know, things like this, you know, like Bobby Brown, and, you know, even some female pros like Whitney Houston or whatever. You know, that's what he need to do, because what he did to Rihanna gonna always be on his back, and we gonna always remind him, and we as in the fans and the media. So peace out, love you guys, and remember, tell someone you love them today.